For the next 30 days, I'm gonna be doing 1,500 calf raises a day to see if my little calves will grow.
Oh man, what did I get myself into?
See? I'm still hitting my calf raises on my second work trip. Woo! It's a common thing in gym culture that gym bros don't train their calves. I don't know if that's just me or if it's just a meme. But I'm going to be seeing if I can transform my ice cream shaped legs into beastly calves. Every single week I'll put in an update on how I'm doing and how everything is going. And I'm going to measure my calves before the challenge and at the very end, and we'll see what kind of difference will come out of this. I've been training for just over 2 years, but since we don't have a calf raise machine in the garage, I'm just gonna have to do as many as I can. And I've seen videos of this guy, Andrei Smayev, on YouTube, and he grew his calves from doing 30 minutes to 45 minutes of just straight calf raises, alternating the way his feet are positioned in the outer and inner side of the calves.
Only with body weight I stand home, and 30-40 minutes I do no stop.
And then just straight. Obviously he's on some secret sauce, so I'm not gonna have the same results, and he was always kind of a beefier guy before that as well. I also saw a challenge where Brownie did, I think, around 300 or a little more calf raises a day for like 30 days. His calves grew, but they all said it wasn't worth it in the challenge, but it's like, it's not very much volume if it's just your body weight, and there's no way they're close to failure with that. So I'm 17 years old, so hopefully I'm a decent responder to a lot of volume. Got this little measuring tape right here. Pretty much exactly 16 inches. Right there.
That's 600 so far. Oh man, what did I get myself into? My feet are aching almost probably more than my calves.
Alrighty, just finished doing my first day of 1,500 calf raises a day. I think my feet actually might hurt a little more than my calves do, which isn't very surprising because it'll build your feet, the muscles in your feet as well. I will see you guys in a week. Well, hello friends. It has been, I'm gonna call it 7 days. I don't feel very good about this. I was on a work trip, so I missed 2 days of my calf raises, so I don't think it set me back too much, but I'm just going to give you guys a little update on how everything's going. I think I'm noticing slight differences, maybe just because of more of a mind-muscle connection. I do it with my feet turned out and turned in just to work the entire calf. As it gets easier, which it has been, I've been slowing the reps down and really controlling the negative. Yeah, when I slow down like that, it does get a lot harder. I'm gonna definitely shoot more content as I get a little bit more available and have a little bit more time and just put a little more effort into these videos. I am also gonna be adding 2 additional days to this challenge just because I missed 2. If I miss another day, that's gonna be added onto it as well. Also, I did a little bit more research on what exactly this would do, 1,500 for 30 days. It says, yeah, they'll definitely grow, but they'll plateau very quick if I'm only doing 1,500 and not progressive overloading them. So I'm not doing 1,500 in a row because for a beginner like me, that's insanely hard and I wouldn't be able to do that. So I kind of start with a certain amount, and I just kind of like on my first set I'll do this amount and see exactly how many I can do until I can't do anymore. The next day I'll do more and more and more. So I am technically progressive overloading, but at the end doing the same amount of reps. See? I'm still hitting my calf raises on my second work trip. Woo! Gotta stay consistent. Also, I missed another day because my calves needed to recover and they hurt so bad that I could not work them. So I'm gonna add that to my list of more days, so 33 now. Woo!
So I just finished doing my 1500 calf raises. You know how your muscles are tied tightly together like strings? It kind of feels like someone's strumming like a guitar down them. It's this weird tingly feeling. It's super strange, but I figured I'd share that with you guys. Alrighty guys, so it is day technically 19 I think, because this challenge was started on March 20th I do believe. But since 4 days I was unable to do my calf raises, I say unable, some days I needed recovery because they were just so shot that I wasn't able to do them without having awful cramps.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
So I'm going to be marking those off and just adding those onto extra days. Just a little update on how everything's going. So I marked down on a list every date that I was able to add reps. So one day it was like 250 in a row, and then the next it was 300, and I actually got up to 600 reps in a row just doing them straight. And then of course I'll do feet in and feet out to work the entire calf. I've been having to slow down reps a lot as they get easier, which is good, and that's a good sign that it's working and that this challenge is so far successful. But we'll see exactly my thoughts at the end, but I will continue to update you guys. Hey friends. Alrighty guys, this took a little longer, but I'm making another update because yesterday I felt horrible and I was sick. I'm still a little sick. My eyes are a little red and a little weepy, so if you notice that, that's the reason.
Are you gonna be okay?
These calf raises have been pretty consistent, and I only missed one day this week. Generally, I do 500 with my toes straight, and then 500 with my toes in, and 500 with my toes out. So now, basically, my foot is hurting more than my calf when my toes are turned inward. So I gotta switch up the way I do it. So now I really slow them down with my toes touching and my heels out just a little bit, like kind of like that. I do 400 of those, and then after that, I do 100 with one foot, so 50 per foot. And then I'll do 500 with my toes pointed out again. And then I'll go back and I'll do them with my toes touching again and my heels a little bit out. And I'll do another 400 of those, and then with my 1 foot, 50 each. Also, when I do those ones, I lean forward a little just to keep a really good stretch in my calves, because that's the key to growing them. You get a really deep stretch and you stay in the bottom half. And I really slow those reps down. I definitely feel like this week, my calves feel like they've put on size. Could just be a mental thing, but I don't know, they feel pretty good. I'm not gonna show a grand reveal until the end just to keep the suspense going.
Guys, April 26th, this is the final day of my challenge, and here is what my thoughts are. First of all, I'm just gonna say I have been sick for around 2 weeks, on and off, so that's why my voice sounds kind of weird. I've still been doing my calf raises, and this challenge it's been fun. It's had good moments and bad moments, because who enjoys standing in one place just doing their little calf raises forever? It's super boring. I think this is going to be part 1 of a challenge, because I'm not sure if this is going to make much of a difference. My estimate is between absolutely no change, even though I've gained obvious strength, from doing a very small amount to doing quite a few in a row. So my estimate is that they gain from absolutely nothing to maybe half an inch. I'm not sure. I think they definitely gain definition, which is kind of cool. But I think for part 2 of the challenge, I'm going to be doing weighted ones, because I found a way to do it, and I will put that up right here. So now let's see exactly what happened. Okay, so we got the calf right here. And then let's measure it. Okay, here we are. We'll measure the other one too, just to see if maybe I worked one harder than the other. Okay, looks like they're pretty much the same size. And that's flexed, obviously. Also, just letting you know, I have no pump at all. This is a long time after I've done my calf raises, Well, if I measured this 100% correct, it looks like I've put an inch on each of my calves. That is amazing. So I would definitely recommend this to people. Always go until 1 or 2 reps short of failure or till failure on each of these sets. This has been a great challenge and it has paid off and it was 100% worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tune into part 2 because I'm going to do one where I do it with heavy weights with a bar on my back. But it's definitely going to be a lot lower volume since I'm carrying a load. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys. Bye.